Okay, so I did not press record, but I feel this is very important, this reading. So we had pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3 to choose from. You're not going to be able to choose from it the way that you normally do. And we're just going to jump right into pile 1, and I'm just going to say what I've already said, because I'm going to try to remember it and give you the synopsis up to now, because this is an important reading. So there was a very soft energy coming through when I opened the energy for you to pick pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. So you can pause the video now and pick pile 1, 2, or 3. Pile 1 had these decks, okay? These two decks together. Pile 2 has these two decks together. And pile 3 has these two decks together. And there's something about, two decks coming together in this, things coming together. I realized that I did this the other day. I didn't press record for some reason. I don't know why this is happening. And so I thought, okay, that reading was just for me. But today I feel like this really needs to be shared with you. So first card that came up is the Knight of Cups. And in this deck in particular, it represents, things coming to the surface. So what I understood, and sorry, it won't be the same flow as it normally is, but what I understood is that, you have some limiting beliefs that are coming to the surface. Some very deep limiting beliefs that want to come to the surface. And they're doing this, they're bringing this to the surface. It's your subconscious is bringing it to the surface, not to work against you, but to work for you, okay? To work for you. So it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, right? And it's happening for you because it wants to free you of these limiting beliefs. So this is an offer of love from yourself, from your subconscious, from the spirit world, whatever you want to call it. This is what's happening. It can be very challenging though. And I know that, right? So the next card that came out was the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups typically says, there's lessons that needed to be learned that have been learned, and it's time to move on from them. But in this deck in particular, I looked it up, and there's a beautiful message. And the Five of Cups says in this deck, let me go there. It generally represents negative emotions such as loneliness and grief. So you might be experiencing a lot of loneliness and grief as this is happening, right? Though you may be consumed by these feelings, it is vital to remember that they will pass. Even when things are at their hardest and most insurmountable, hope remains. So that is a beautiful message, especially following this card. Hope remains. So don't get into a place of despair as you go through this. Remember that it's happening for you, not to you. Allow yourself to feel the negative emotions, to have the negative thoughts, but do not hold on to them. Let them pass. And you will learn whatever it is you need to learn about yourself. What is this limiting belief? What is keeping you from loving yourself fully, 100% and completely, okay? That's what they're trying to get to you. And if you do this, you will have your Nine of Pentacles, right? You will have your Nine of Pentacles. And in this deck, I'll read exactly from this deck because it's what we're doing today. The Nine of Pentacles says, if I can get there, success, abundance, and maturity, especially emotional and spiritual maturity. Oh, that's what I mentioned earlier too. This is in the realm of emotional and spiritual, okay? Because it's the Knight of Cups and the Five of Cups. These challenges, it's in the emotional, spiritual aspect, right? It's something about love. So it really is what's keeping you from loving yourself 100% and living that love of yourself and receiving this Nine of Pentacles. So because when you love yourself 100% fully and completely, the physical world will reflect that to you. And that's what this Nine of Pentacles is. It says the Nine of Pentacles is a representation of all things sophisticated. It signifies indulgence and abundance for individuals who have reached success in their endeavors. This card can also signify that you have worked hard for what you have. And I know you've worked hard for what you have. You've been working on this, on yourself, on removing limiting beliefs and blockages and etc. I know you've been doing that, right? And then the next card that came out when I realized I wasn't recording is the Strength card. And look at how beautiful this is. The Strength card in this deck reflects this Five of Cups. So this is going to bring you strength, right? The Five of Cups, these lessons learned, all of that, all of these challenges, and fives are super challenging. All of these challenges bring you to this place of strength, right? And this is the strength that you have from learning how to be compassionate and forgiving and loving. And it all starts with you being compassionate, forgiving, and loving for yourself, right? And look at it. I just think it's so beautiful that it's reflecting this. And it says, look to the stars and find your magic. Okay? So when you allow this all to come to the surface, allow yourself to feel it, but let it pass. Don't go into despair. Go into a place of hope and learn whatever it is you need to learn about yourself that is holding you in that place of not fully, completely loving yourself 100%. You're almost there. You're almost there. I know you're almost there. You're like on the cusp of this. These amazing things will come, okay? And you're going to hold, your magic will be unlocked. Okay. And I know we've been saying these messages over and over again for a long time. And sometimes it's hard to hear these repeating messages. And we think, oh my God, is it ever going to happen? Or maybe this is just a bunch of, crap. But what it is it's momentum building. It's momentum building. You're getting, the reason you keep getting these repeated messages is because every day, every second, there's a mantra that someone teaches with the 30 keys of wealth. He teaches to write down 20 times a day, every morning, and then review it in the afternoon, evening. And he says, write down every day in every way, I am getting better and better. And that's what these messages repeating themselves are telling me. It's like that building of that momentum. Every day in every way, we are getting better and better. And we're building this momentum to get to this place. And we're getting there. Trust me, we are. It might seem like a little too slow, but we're getting there. So we have the 598. They want me to look at the numbers now. 598. 598. Your efforts to expand your gifts and offerings have been recognized. Doors, windows, and portals to opportunity are all being opened for you now. Okay. This is part of expanding your gifts, okay? It's really, clearing every fear and every doubt and every negative thought about yourself and every limiting belief about yourself and the gifts that you possess, okay? And those doors are going to fly open, those windows, portals, everything. Okay, one more of these cards. Have faith. I know it's hard, especially when all this is going on. But the main message here is keep your faith, keep going. You're almost there. So close. Oh my gosh, look at that. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups. This is joy, abundance, and love. This cup is the cup of unity, abundance, joy, pure joy. Having the time to relax and enjoy your life and share it with your loved ones. And just, pure joy, abundance, and love. So that's where you're going, right? You're going here. And I know it's interesting because the Five of Cups is after this on the journey, but this is, sometimes we have to, circle back to something that was beautiful. So you start with the Ace of Cups, the opportunities, the Two of Cups, which is the partnership, the Three of Cups, which is enjoying life. And then you go to the Four of Cups where you're like, did I miss out on something? And you get obsessed with that. And maybe that's where you are right now. And then you get the Five of Cups where you're like, I've learned I've learned what I needed to learn. I didn't miss out on anything. This all happened for some, teaching. And then you can enjoy life again, right? So, and then we go to the Six of Cups, which, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, and Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, blah, blah, blah. It's all, but the Three of Cups is such a beautiful card, and I'll take it any time in my journey, okay? I'll take that experience any time in my journey. I think it's such a beautiful card. Is there something in this book that you want me to see about the Three of Cups? There is, okay? Where is it? Social connections are key to the application of this card. Okay. So this is about getting back out there. You may have found yourself in a time of solitude and isolation almost. A lot of people who have been doing the work, this hard work that you've been doing, and looking at themselves and trying to, release blockages and everything. A lot of people have been kind of put in a spiritual timeout, or a social timeout, I guess it is. Not a spiritual timeout, but a social timeout by spirit, by themselves, by whatever you want to call it. And so it's saying it's time to get back out there. Okay, it's time to get back out there. This is important. Okay, so you're going to get through all of this. You're going to get yourself back out there, and that's going to be key, okay, to helping you move into this space. They want me to get 2 more cards. Okay. This one, and is it this one? Okay. So, what do you want me to do with this? This tells me that what you've learned through all of this is how to be the Queen of Swords, which is how to not be heartless and have no emotion, but how to protect yourself from the negativity that sometimes can come from putting yourself out there. Okay, so I hear when I said it's time to put yourself back out there, some people had some hesitation around that. And that's because maybe you've been taken advantage of, maybe you've been, impacted by other people's negative energy. So this tells me, this Queen of Swords coming out tells me that you have the tools now. From all of this, you will have the tools to protect yourself from that, to be in your logical, reasonable, to combine your mind into this whole thing, to be spiritual and emotional and all of those things, and have this compassion and everything, but also to be in a place of reason and logic and knowing, when to say, knowing how to set boundaries is what the Queen of Swords says, right? And then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is, it can have 2 meanings. They want me to go to this book. There's something in this book that they want to show me. Okay. So, interesting. It says the Four of Pentacles represents an unhealthy or possessive relationship where one individual attempts to control another. This may manifest as a toxic, one-sided connection that leads to disrespect of personal space and boundaries. So you've been through this. That's really, confirming what I said here. You've experienced this. You now have the tools to handle this, okay? You will not continue to experience this because as you get yourself back out there, because you now have the tools to handle this. That's why they came out together. They want me to put these 2 together like that. They came out together for a reason. Okay, now 1 more card for here. Okay, there we go. That's more than 1. Okay, they just want 1 clear card to come out. Okay, there it is. That's clear. Look at that, the 3 of Pentacles, which is also collaboration and success through collaborating with others and putting yourself back out there. So this is, the bookends on this. You have the tools now to deal with any of this crap that comes along, okay? And that crap that you've been through is what's been bringing this to the surface. Yes. So you've been going through some crap with some people, some relationships that have been maybe one-sided, that have been, people trying to control you and overstep your boundaries and blah, 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 blah. And that's been showing it. That's been bringing this to the surface, okay? And that's why it's emotional, spiritual realm, because it's a relationship that's been doing it. But you're learning from this, okay? And you're going to be successful, and you're going to have the tools, and you're going to be successful. Look, that's 33. That's healer, teacher energy, right? That's beautiful energy. And that is, you're able to put yourself out there and be and enjoy the social aspect of people again, and enjoy collaborating with people. You have the tools now to deal with this, okay? And to set boundaries and hold them and not allow that into your space. You're not denying it. You're not rejecting it. You're not, doing any of that stuff. You're just saying, that's not where I'm going to focus anymore, okay? That's amazing. What a beautiful, beautiful way to put this across, right? So we have the 312 and the 312 twice, and I saw the 312 earlier, so I'm going to read the 312. Okay. And then I saw the 1441, so I'm going to read that too. 312 first, though. You are being invited to recognize the growth that is taking place in your relationships at this time. Know that no connection happens by accident. So whatever this is, it wasn't by accident. It was to do this. And there is growth taking place in that relationship, okay? And then 1441. Sorry for clearing my throat. It's, yeah. Anyways. So 1441, your angels are communicating, but you aren't listening. It's important to know that their messages are always given for the highest good, even if they don't seem to be in line with your plans. Know that they are following God's plan. So you might have a bit of resistance to hearing this about this relationship or whatever, or about hearing any of this. Let it go. Just try to listen to this with an open mind and an open heart, okay? And an open soul, I hear. All right. So now I'm seeing the 343 twice. So let's go to 343. Trust in the connections you feel within you. Certain guides are communicating to and through you. Okay? So it's all about trust and having faith, right? In this process, in what's happening here, in being able to get through it, to get to this place, you have the tools. It's all been done for a reason, okay? 1616. Just as I was about to say, that's your reading, 1616. So let's see what 1616 says. Take time to find balance in your life. You are being encouraged to slow down and consider your intentions carefully before proceeding further. All right? That's where I'm going to leave it. I hope it helps, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye. Okay, group number 2. Now, if you watch the beginning, you'll realize that I didn't record the beginning, so not sure how you got to this group, but let's go. Here we go, group number 2. Okay. Are these the cards you want? No, they want me to shuffle a bit more. Okay. Okay, there we go. These are the cards. All right. We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Oh, interesting. So we have responsibility and abundance, and we have the authentic and virtuous Queen of Cups. Really interesting combination. Okay. So this has to be about a relationship. You might want to watch group number 1. I have a feeling that the reason I forgot to record the beginning, the introduction, where you pick piles, is because it's one big reading, but broken into 3 parts. Because the first part was about a relationship. So there's a relationship here that they want to talk about. Okay. I don't know if you're the divine masculine or the divine feminine in the relationship. I don't know if you're the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Cups, but here we go. Oh my gosh, this card came out in the last, in the first group. So this is affirmation that, yes, this is a continuation of the first group. It's time that you get back out there and start socializing again. I don't know if this relationship has been your focus and has been like all consuming. And maybe what's happened in this relationship has made you kind of want to isolate yourself from others. If you watch group number 1, you'll understand why I'm saying that. But it is time to get back out there, okay? It is time to get back out there. What else? They want me to get the cards, then we're going to talk about the whole spread a little bit more. We'll talk about the King of Cups or the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups a little bit more. Okay, yeah, I got it. Sorry, they just told me what to say about them. Okay. Do we want to talk about them before? No, we want to get the cards. Okay. Look at that. Which way? Like that. Yeah. Okay. 5, 6, and the 2 down here. Like that. No, the 2 over here. Okay. So, what they told me about the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, King of Rings in here and Queen of Cups, is, so the King of Pentacles, his lesson in this relationship was to learn that he needs to pursue his spirituality not material wealth and abundance. He needs to pursue spiritual abundance, not material abundance. Okay? So that's what this divine masculine has been learning in this relationship. The divine feminine in this relationship, the Queen of Cups, has been learning how to be authentic and how to be this authentic person who loves unconditionally while being able to hold a boundary. Okay, so if you watch number 1, you'll understand where this is coming from. But who's able to hold a boundary so that you can get back out there and socialize and participate in this beautiful Three of Cups energy. Okay, let me see what the Three of Cups is in this, they want me to go to this one. Okay, it opened right to the Three of Cups. Social connections are the key to the application of this card. Yes, so to get back out there and create these social connections that are going to be beneficial for you in some way. Okay, now if you've been having challenges in the physical material world, in the financial world, because of this relationship, maybe because this King of Pentacles needed to learn his lessons about, pursuing spirituality over material wealth, and letting the material wealth fall into place as a result of pursuing his spirituality. If you've been, having financial struggles, there's something that you've learned from that you are going to teach. Maybe, I don't know who, maybe people, maybe that's why you have to get back out there and maybe it's just in your social circle, whatever, but you are this is the Hierophant. You've learned something. You've become you and maybe even maybe both of you have become more spiritually knowledgeable, and you have some keys to something that you're going to teach, because the Hierophant is a teacher, okay? And this brings us to the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, sharing. This is a potluck, right? This is sharing your knowledge, sharing your wisdom, sharing, everybody coming together, community. So this community is super important, and sharing what you have to share, okay? Whatever it is, sharing this voice. And look at this. We have the Two of Cups, the perfect partnership. So this might be you coming into alignment in the perfect partnership, these two, in the physical world. It might be a partnership with the spirit world, but most definitely... this is the Temperance card. So you are able to alchemize anything, and you're able to receive the gifts the spirit world wants to pour into your cup. So you've learned how to alchemize something through this relationship, through all of this, and that's part of what you'll be teaching. Okay, learning and teaching within this community. All right? This is important for someone to understand and to know. Okay? They want me to get more of these cards now. 23. Before I shuffle, they showed me 23. Your focus on expanding and becoming a positive force in the world is paying off. Angels want you to know that you are one of them upon the earth. Beautiful. Okay. Now, those 2, 3, Ace of Cups, the Hierophant again, and the Three of Rings. Oh my gosh. So this came out in the first one too. So more confirmation. So new opportunities are coming for you. Okay. For spiritual fulfillment. As a result of all of this. And this deck has 5 cups instead of just 1. So, and we have the Hierophant surrounding this, which is the 5. We have 5, like with the 5 here, right? I know it's 5, 1, 5, but with the 5 cups here, we have 5, which is huge change and growth and etc. So spirituality and knowledge with the Hierophant, spirituality, fulfillment, Ace of Cups. I think we had this for someone in the message the other day. So this is a repetition of that message, a confirmation of that message. If you watch group number 1, we talked about repetitive messages and what that means. But this Ace of Cups has, the 5 cups. So it's really connected to this. Because you've learned something the spiritual knowledge that you've gained, the spiritual wisdom that you've gained through all of this. There are new opportunities coming for you for spiritual fulfillment. And the spiritual fulfillment, as the King of Rings has learned, is what brings the material fulfillment as well, okay? And then we have the Three of Rings, collaboration and competence. So this 33 combines to, that's healer, teacher energy, okay? And it's really, we have these community cards, right? Like, it's important that you get back out there, okay? Form these partnerships in the physical world as well as in the spiritual world. And receive the blessings that you're meant to receive, and share the blessings that you're meant to share, okay? Are there numbers you want me to see here? The 515 is important, okay? 515. Change is what you make of it. See the changes happening now as opportunities to grow and be your most authentic self, which is what the Divine Feminine was learning, right? So change is what you make of it. And then, remember I said 555, major changes coming. See the changes happening now as opportunities to grow and be your most authentic self. And that's what this is all about. This relationship, remember I said something somewhere about this relationship being about growth. Maybe I said it in group number 1. I don't know. But this is all about growth and learning and then teaching and getting your, yeah. I feel like I've said it all a million times. Like I said, watch group number 1, you understand the repetitiveness of messages and why. But it's very clear here. I don't feel like I'm doing justice in saying it as clear as it is, but I think it's clear, and I think you can see it. If you've been watching me for a while, or if you've been watching tarot, I think you can see it yourself. I don't know that I have to explain it anymore. Sometimes the message just is, you know, I'm the messenger. It's coming through. I think it's clear. This 2 Hierophants here, this Ace of Cups here with the 5 Cups. This has been a learning experience, and you're meant to teach others, you know, with these cards here. Yeah. And this is your divine masculine and divine feminine coming together. So you may be both in the relationship. Ultimately, every relationship is a reflection of the relationship we have with ourselves, right? So your divine masculine side, whether you're in this physical world, masculine or feminine, who knows? But your divine masculine side needed to learn this. Your divine feminine side needed to learn this. You entered maybe into a physical relationship to learn this and to bring them back into union and to, you know, bring this perfect partnership back into alignment and to alchemize this, you know, and to bring yourself into wholeness of this divine masculine and divine feminine that will be reflected in your external world, right? So there's a lot, and it's just kind of coming, and I'm just saying what's coming, okay? There's a lot here. But so your outside, your physical relationship, if you're in one with another human being, may be reflecting what's going on internally, and this is what's going on internally. And if you look at number 1, group number 1, you'll see that that's how things have been brought to the surface to look at and to work through all the limiting beliefs that you may have had, all of the things that have been holding you back, and to learn and grow, okay? That's where they want me to leave this one. I hope it helps, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye for now. All right, group number 3. If you've watched from the beginning, you know that this is a little bit weird. It took a weird turn where I didn't record, and I'm not sure how you pick group number 3. I'm starting to realize that maybe I don't even have to put group numbers. Maybe the whole reading is one big reading broken into 3 parts. But let's see what happens here. Okay, group number 3. What do you want to say to group number 3? I'm having a difficult time even. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. New beginnings. Okay. New adventure. New cycle. Completely new. Clean slate. You're innocent again. You're the fool in the way that you've wiped the slate clean. You're reborn. you know nothing in a way that's like you know everything, but you know nothing. You know, you're not bringing the past into this new adventure with you. In this new adventure, you are innocent and open, like this Fool card. You are also the King of Cups now. You have matured. You have an emotional maturity that you didn't have before, okay? And this is the Lover's card. This, you know, and the Six of Cups. So we're going to talk about the Six of Cups first, I heard. The Six of Cups is looking at the past with nostalgia and with love and remembering the good and forgetting any of the bad. And that's what this Fool is doing, okay? So that's why I said you know nothing, but you know everything. So when I say you know nothing, as you come in as the Fool, you've wiped the slate clean, but what you do remember is the good, okay? The positive, the love, not the fear. The Fool is fearless. So you don't remember the fear. You're not bringing the fear forward with you. You're bringing the love forward with you from whatever you've experienced. And you're bringing this emotional maturity forward. And now you have the Lover's card. So this relationship, so this is a continuation of the first two, 100%. This relationship can go to the next level, to the level of being the lovers, the way that you're meant to be in this relationship. Having that beautiful, beautiful love, okay, in an actual physical relationship. They're guiding me to look at something in this book about the Six of Cups, not the Six of Cups, the Lover's card is the one they want me to look at. So let me find it in here. Where is it? Sorry, there we go. Love, commitment, soulmates. The Lover's card symbolizes unity within a romantic, non-platonic relationship. In the upright position, it represents the establishment of harmony within a relationship. Okay? So, beautiful. This is beautiful, especially given what came out in group 1 and 2. Okay, so you might want to watch those first. Maybe you want to watch this one first and then go back. I don't know. You chose this one to watch first for a reason, I guess. If I do end up putting the timestamps, but I'm actually hearing that maybe I won't, so that it's watched in the order that it's meant to be. That's why I didn't record the first card. Okay, thank you for that confirmation. Okay, so you're being freed. You're being freed from limiting beliefs, and if you watched number 1, you will know that. And this is confirmation of that. Okay? But they want me to go here into this deck and see something very specific about this card. So I'm going. Okay. Because we're using this deck for a reason. There's a reason we use the decks we use, right? Yeah, okay. You have been in isolation. You have felt trapped. You have felt imprisoned. You have been disappointed. Okay? They want to acknowledge all of that. Okay? Possibly in the relationship that this is referring to. And they want to recognize that. They want to recognize that. It was a reflection of your belief systems. Okay? This 8 of Swords says your belief systems created that prison. Okay? But you may have been in that prison. You may have created it for yourself to put yourself in isolation in order for you to go really deep and dive really deep into your subconscious. You know, this has been lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetimes that you have dove into to free yourself from this now finally. And you are free. This card tells me you are free from it, okay? You're freeing yourself from it right now. If you don't feel free yet, you're almost there, okay? That's what came across in group number 1. Okay. There we go. Oh, yes. This connects us back to group number 2, the Temperance card. Yes, look at that. You're coming back into alignment, back into balance. You've alchemized yourself. If you watch group number 2, you'll understand that a bit more. and this relationship and your world, okay? Now they want me to go to the Temperance card in this deck because, again, we're using this deck for a reason. So let's see what it says here. What do they want to call out to me about Temperance? Okay. Sagittarius, for some of you, you might be in a relationship with a Sagittarius, just throwing that out there. It says balance, harmony, purpose, and moderation. Temperance assists us by pointing you to life's meaning and purpose. Yeah. So again, this is all coming back into balance, harmony, back into alignment, okay? You've brought yourself, your divine masculine and feminine within you into alignment. You've done that within your relationship, and this card is confirming it. Whether you're seeing it in the 3D physical world yet, I don't know, but that's what this is saying, okay? Have faith in what it's saying, what your subconscious, what your guides, whatever you call it, are telling you right now, okay? This goes back to group number 2, the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Yes, the divine masculine has learned that he is to pursue spiritual happiness, and from that, the material happiness abounds. Okay, that is what he has learned. This is the spiritual wisdom he has gained. Your divine masculine within yourself and the one that you interact with in the world, whether it's you, it could be you. You might be appearing as a masculine in this world, maybe not. But whatever, however this works for you, the divine masculine within you and that you're in a relationship with in the external world, whether that's you or your spouse or your partner or whoever, has learned this and has learned it to the point where they can even teach it, okay? This is amazing, amazing. So these cards all came out in group number 2. So that is really cool, confirmation. All right. Beautiful, beautiful way to end this reading with all this confirmation. Okay, they want me to tell you a story. So when I first started doing energy work long ago, it was interesting because I didn't know anything about energy work, and this is all weird, and, for some of you it might be weird to hear this and talk about this, but there was a woman in a group, in a workshop that I went to, and she wanted to practice her energy work, and she was looking for volunteers. So I said, sure, I'll volunteer. No problem. So I went to her house, and she did some energy work on me. And it was interesting because on my left side, which the left side represents the feminine and the right side represents the masculine, we're told, at least. On my left side, she saw like almost a cast, but it was gauze, mostly gauze, and it was like a cast around the left forearm. Okay, so she asked if she could remove it, and my being gave her permission to remove it. So she started to remove it. As she was removing it, the right forearm got very tense and very tight and very painful even. And so I mentioned it to her, and what she heard and understood was that the masculine had put this protection, this layer of protection around the feminine. And as she was removing it, the masculine was getting more and more tense and nervous and upset, and, like, how dare you remove it? That's there to protect the feminine. And, it was very interesting. And hurt. The masculine was getting hurt. The masculine was saying, I put that there to protect the feminine. Why does the feminine want to take that off? And doesn't she appreciate the protection I'm giving her? And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So it was very masculine energy working with this very feminine energy. And look at that. This is the feminine that is imprisoned here. So it's almost like that, So as the feminine was freeing herself from this protection that the masculine had put there, with the best intentions, the masculine was getting upset. And so the masculine was feeling unappreciated. And not valued, and, you know, for his role in all of it. And he felt, you know, that she was misunderstanding he just wanted to protect her, but she was seeing it as him imprisoning her. And there was a whole thing around that. And then there was a whole thing where I realized that I never told the males in my life that I loved them. Told all the females, but not the males. And you know, so I had to do an exercise where I had to tell a male in my life that I loved him. And I knew it was going to be really weird for him to hear that from me. And he was going to worry about me when I said it. So I had to set it up with, like, don't worry about me. Everything's fine, you know. And of course, when I said, you know, but I need to tell you I love you. So, you know, it was interesting because his reply to me was, I love you too, but I am worried now. So this perfectly portrays, you know, some of the dynamics that go on between our masculine and our feminine, right? So forgiveness, right? That's why if we go back to group number 2 and I think 1, I can't remember any of it anymore, but it's all here in this reading. You know, the Queen of Cups, the forgiveness, the compassion for ourselves and for the other, for our divine masculine, for our divine feminine. That's the key to it all. That's the key that the Hierophant learns, right? And love and forgiveness, the key to everything, really, you know. And forgiveness is letting go of the anger and resentment toward. It's not absolving people of, you know, sins. It's not, you know, quote unquote sins. It's not letting people, it's not holding people accountable for the things that they do and say and the pain that they cause. That's not it. People, you know, ultimately we have to hold ourselves accountable for that in order to heal and grow and move forward. But we need to forgive. We need to let go of the anger and resentment toward it before we can move forward. So the forgiveness is key in letting go of the anger and resentment toward the masculine, wanting to protect the feminine, and potentially, you know, putting her in what seemed like a prison to do so, right? That goes on within us. It goes on in our external world, is going on everywhere, okay? So that's what they're saying here. This is beautiful. This is unbelievably freaking beautiful. I love this reading. I love this reading. I'm just overwhelmed, actually, a little bit with the depth of this reading. You know, it's beautiful. It really is. It's bringing up emotion in me, so that's interesting. Yeah. All right. I don't know what I'm going to call this reading, but I need to think of something good to call it. I would like this reading to get out there a little bit. So if you watch this, if you feel that you want to share it with others, please do. I don't normally ask people to like, comment, or share my videos. I feel like if people want to do that, or inspired to do that, they will. But this one, I feel, has a really important message, okay, about the relationship between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and letting go of the fear and the anger and the resentment, and focusing on the love and the forgiveness, okay? Look at that. They want her up, right? Look at these 2 cards. The High Priestess, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Look at that balance, right? And then the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups up here, the divine feminine and masculine in the balance. And this was a reflection of group number 2 as well. But they want me to put them down here. Look at this. What beautiful balance. We have the High Priestess, the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, and the Empress. Let's not forget the Empress here. The King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. The Lovers, the Temperance. I mean, this is so incredible. They want me to look up the 2 of Pentacles in this book. Okay, no, this one, the one, this deck's thing. So let me look that up. There's something about the 2 of Pentacles, because the 2 of Pentacles is in here as well, and we can't forget that. Balance, renewal, adaptability, and change. Amazing. So that's confirmation. Right below the Temperance card, right? Balance. And we have 22, which is Master Creator energy. Ah, wow. Balance, renewal, adaptability, and change is the Two of Pentacles. The High Priestess is, the counterpart to the Hierophant. And then we have the Queen of Cups, the counterpart to the King of Cups, and the Empress, which is, Master Creator energy again. Sorry, I'm moving everything around. And we have the King of Pentacles, who has come to understand that his spirituality is what he needs to pursue in the physical world, not the material stuff. So, okay, they want me to look up the Hierophant. Not the Hierophant. The High Priestess. There's something here. Okay, yeah. She represents wisdom and enlightenment. She is in between two worlds and embodies the eternal, why can't I say that? Internal, I said, that's true, but eternal feminine spirit. She is the guardian of the unconscious who guides us to look inward and listen to our own feelings and intuition. That brings me back to group number 1. That's where we started, right? Okay. They want me to look at the Hierophant in this deck as well. I don't think I did that already, so we're going to do it. He's related to the Taurus energy. For some of you, that's important. And the 5 is May, so that's when you're born. Taurus, many of you. Anyway, not all of you, but many of you are born in May. The Hierophant is the physical embodiment of institution. He interprets secret knowledge to share within a formal, rigid system. When seeking knowledge, he will guide you to discovery through established educational structures and tradition. Okay? So that's interesting. And now we have the Lover's card, which is right here, right? It says, it represents the union of duality. They signify a force that binds two entities together to create wholeness, whether it is a relationship, an event, a personal decision, or ideas. The Lovers asks you to have open communication with yourself and examine your motives and values when contemplating which path to take. Unification, harmony, relationships. Okay? And what else do you want me to look at in here? The Empress. The Empress, yeah. The Empress, Venus. And by the way, the High Priestess was the Moon. The Empress, Venus. The Empress is the manifestation of creation, the mother. She invites you to reconnect with the natural world and nourish what we have created. Creation, abundance, luxury, nature, and pleasure. Beautiful cards. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Okay. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, they want me to look at them in here, in this book, so I am going to do that. Okay, where's the cups? Okay, here we go. King of Cups, balance, generosity, strength, maturity. Queen of Cups, protection, intuition, creativity. Okay, unconscious emotion, right? Which is what we're bringing up to the surface. This reading has been all about that, right? To heal it. We started with the Knight of Cups. That was the very first card, which is right below here, so I'm going to read it. Advancement, fulfillment, inspiration, and healing. Yeah. Okay, and the last card they want me to look at in here, I don't know if I looked at it in here, the King of Pentacles. Did we look at him in here already? Let's look at him. Power, influence, strength, and abundance. Okay? So, I'm just reading all of these because they guided me to. Oh, they want me to look at the Fool as well in this deck, so I'm going to do that. And now, let me see. Uranus is the Fool. The Fool is the spirit of innocence in all of us as we begin our journey. This card may be at the beginning, birth, or the end transformation of our path. Each position marks the start of a new beginnings where we are free to be creative, have boundless faith, and freely embrace opportunities. Amazing. Amazing. This picture that we have come to, following everything that what came before it in this reading, is so beautiful. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. It brings up emotion in me, but like that, tears of joy is what it's bringing up. Tears of joy. I'm just sharing with you and being vulnerable with you here that I'm astounded. The word I want to use is I'm astounded by this this reading. I need to look up that word, and so I need to grab something to look that up. Hold on. Because the words I am called to look up matter in some way. Our words matter. We materialize things through our words, right? So it's interesting. Okay, origin of the word is what I usually am guided to look up. Okay. Astonish is the root of the word astound. And it means, to thunder out, which is interesting, to thunder out. So I think why they made me look that up and why they made me say what I just said and everything that I said, and to thunder out is interesting. Now I need to look up the word thunder, is because what I said there is our words matter, right? So there's something about our words mattering here that they want me, our words, I'm hearing thunder out, because that's what, the root of the word is. And now I need to just clarify thunder. So thunder is a sound created by lightning. We know that, right? Which occurs when a lightning bolt heats the air around it to an extremely high temperature. So our words are like thunder and lightning coming together, the thunder and lightning coming together. Okay, so the sound and the light coming together. There's something here about our words materializing, okay? And so I don't have the full picture here yet of what they're trying to say to me here. I don't know if I'll get it in this moment, but I do know that the divine feminine and the divine masculine, divine feminine and divine masculine coming together create that lightning thunder energy that materializes. It thunders out, okay? There's something about that I'm going to leave you to contemplate, because this is where I'm to leave it. I hope it helps, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day.